The art of not giving a... Did you beep it? So, how to not care about what other people think? You know, I mean, a lot of the time we take on too many people's, their opinions on what we should do, who we should be, who we shouldn't be. And sometimes all this overthinking doesn't allow us to be our true self. And that's why in this video, we're going to dive deep into it. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. When it comes to learning, there's nobody ahead and nobody behind. I don't believe I was born with all the skills. I don't believe I was born confident. But what I do know is that if I decide that I'm gonna go in on something, I'm either gonna go big or I'm gonna go home. So, I don't know about you, but us as human beings, we have so many times we are affected by other people's judgment, other people's opinions, what they think we should be like, and how you are your authentic self, how you are not your authentic self, and how you should dress, how you should be, and all the rest of it, how you should talk, what you should do, and the actions that you take. But at the end of the day, I believe that spirituality is all about how to actually understand yourself better, to be a free spirit. This is what Grandmaster Akarshana always says to us. He says that spirituality is all about being a free spirit. You should be able to do what you want when you want. And on that note, I want to share with you something that has happened very recently in terms of a charity command that I've been given. So I was with Grandmaster Akarshana just around a month ago in India. And during a meeting, he said to me, this year, my whole focus needs to be shifted towards giving and the charity. For those of you who know, I've had the Age Giving charity for about 7-8 years now, and we have our own orphanage and our school there. Every single year without fail, we've been going out to Kenya. And he said that this year is for giving because there's so much going on all around the world right now, especially with the different viruses happening and the earthquakes and the volcanoes and the forest fires and the war breaking out, all this type of stuff, right? All the politics also. And at a time like this, it's in need for a spiritual leader, a person to actually bring people together to actually make a difference in this world. And by the way, if you haven't joined the I Am Love movement yet, make sure to click on it and join us in this movement, because every month we'll be going to different places to make this difference, right? And it'll be nice to actually join hands. When we unite, the love becomes so powerful. Now, on that note, when that was said, my first thing was, okay, well, I came back and I said to my team, I said, hey, we need to sell the Lamborghini. And then they said, why do you need to sell the Lamborghini? I said, because I said, my year has to be dedicated towards giving this year. So we need to get rid of the materials. And in that spur of a moment, the whole old thinking of the mindset that is conditioning, preconditioning of what wealth is, what spirituality is, came in. And as a result of it, now we decided, and I just spoke to Bella about this, I said, hey, we're not selling the Lambo. And she says, oh, why? I said, actually, it's very simple. Well, number one, I was walking around actually before in circles. I was looking at the Lamborghini. I said, hey, the Lamborghini is actually a very beautiful car, isn't it? And I was walking around, and I said that, I said, even this room will not be the same without it, you know? Even the driveway will not be the same without it. And at the end of the day, what I've always said for many, many years now is that spirituality is about abundance. So when it comes to even doing charity, who says that you need to get rid of any of your materials to do charity? So when I come to the thought of this, I started to understand, hey, actually all this preconditioning, and it's interesting how our minds work. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you all to understand I also have a human brain inside here also, so that mind and the chain of thought is very similar to a lot of people. But the only difference is coming to this point where actually, if we are true to ourselves, we should be able to do what we want when we want. We should be able to have what we want when we want. We should be able to experience what we want when we want, on the basis that it's not doing anybody any harm, right? At the end of the day, as long as we're practicing love and kindness, we are putting out a positive message out there. How we live our lives, right? What we do, as long as it's towards positivity, there is no issue with that. And so this is a message for you guys now. In terms of, think about, when are those actions, the actions where you want to be in a particular relationship, but the people around you say that person's not good for you, right? Or there's a particular career path you want to go down, right? There's a particular thing you want to buy, you want to experience. There's so many people these days, there's certain things they like. When they see it, they like it. But somewhere in their pre-framing, because of their upbringing, we get told, oh, actually, if I do that, then people will think I'm a show-off. Or if I do that, people will think that, oh, I'm just throwing money around. Actually, who cares what people think? Because at the end of the day, if you've worked hard for your money, then you should be able to experience all in abundance. Do what you like with that. Think about in life, how many times we actually go through life and actually being affected by what people say and how people think. You should not dress this way. You should not be that way. This is not you. You are this way. Some people say, you have changed. And I always laugh at this in my events. I say, when people say you have changed and they're so upset that you've changed, you should look at them and point your finger and say, you have not changed. Because change is the only constant. Who said change is a bad thing, right? And so when we start understanding this, how do we not take the opinions of others? This is what my master shared with me many years ago. And it's a story about Buddha walking down the street. And when Buddha walking down the street, what happens is there's this young guy who's shouting this abuse at Buddha and saying, you're a fake. You know, who says you can go out there and share this positive message with people? Who says that your knowledge is real, your wisdom is real? You're a fake. You're going around just scamming people with this message. And then Buddha carried on walking, carried on walking, carried on walking. And then this young guy was keep shouting and shouting and shouting, getting more frustrated. And then he came up all the way to face Buddha and he said, what's wrong with you? Why are you not looking at me? Why are you not reacting? Why are you not responding back to me? Then what Buddha said was, he said, young man, he said, let me ask you this question. If somebody was to give you a gift, but you don't accept the gift, who does the gift belong to? Then the young guy says, what are you talking about? Stop asking me stupid questions. He said, if somebody was to give you a gift, but you did not accept the gift, who does the gift belong to? And he said, the other person, the person who's trying to give the gift. And then Buddha said, exactly. He said, right now, you are trying to give me some hate, some anger, some opinions. This is your gift to me today. But I'm not receiving your gift. So who does the gift belong to? If we start to understand the theory behind this, the philosophy behind this, we start understanding this. When somebody has opinion on you, that is not your problem. When somebody has hate for you, that is not your problem. When somebody has their judgment on you, that is not your problem. It only becomes your problem when you apply your attention to it. When you start reacting to it, then it becomes your problem. People, when they have opinions, when they have comments, when they have hate, when they have anger, when they have frustration, that is because somewhere deep inside of them, there's something going on and it's frustration. And that's what's coming out. That's what Wayne Dyer said before. He said, if you take an orange, you squeeze it, you will not get lemon juice. You will not get apple juice. When you get an orange and you squeeze it, you will get orange juice. If you take an angry person, you squeeze it, you get anger. You take a person full of hate, you squeeze them, there's more hate. Right? And so when you get an angry person, when you get a person who's opinionated, who has problems, that is their problems that they need to deal with. So allow them to deal with it. And another note is to understand this, is that energy loves attention. What you focus on expands. If somebody's giving you some energy and you don't apply your energy to it, the energy at some time will need to subside. It will need to go somewhere else to hate on somebody else, right? But the moment you start reacting, what will happen? It'll keep coming back, because fighting in this world doesn't work. So there's no need to fight. When things are coming your way, there's hate, there's anger, there's frustration, just pray for them. Send love, send positivity. You are only responsible. And when we talk about responsibility, you are responsible for everything. But to understand responsibility means your ability to respond. So if you are responsible for all the people who are giving you all this different judgment on how you should be, how you shouldn't be, then you are learning and your ability to respond to the situation, how you can respond with love and kindness at all times. Your responsibility for yourself is just to be the best, be positive, practice kindness, purity, alignment. Once you're done with that, everything outside will start reflecting in that way also, right? And you understand one thing, there will always be challenges that come in. Because understand another thing, when positivity is too strong, negativity will always come in. Your practice for yourself is purely to align yourself. Be the best of yourself. You only have you to answer to. But live the fullest. This life, in this physical reality, is extremely short. Live the most. Get the most out of it. Give most, right? Contribute most. Love most. And enjoy most. Guys, that's my video for this week. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. That's always nice to know. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year I'm dedicated to making daily videos to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, we're rolling out and we're going to do some asana practice. You ready for this? Do I hit my head every single time doing that? Okay, guys, ready for this week's?
But first, Yogi Lambo Challenge.
Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a standing, okay? So, you stand, breathe, inhale, exhale. Clear the mind now, clear the mind. We need to get the yin and the yang, the balance of the wealth and the spirituality. We live in this world of duality, so breathe, empty the mind, prepare the mind. You need to balance out the breath for this one. That is your left, right nostril breathing. Needs to be balanced. So make sure both channels are clear to get the balance. Now, left foot will feel the strength here. Right foot you will lift. Right foot you will place here like that and stand straight, nice and straight. Have the balance. Breathe. Then you inhale, palms come up slowly, consciously, because you'll feel the balance here, okay? Inhale up. Hold. This is receiving mode. Breathe. Exhale, you will come down. Now do this slowly so you get the balance. Exhale, come down. Now your fingertips will be in ground. Now inhale here, look up. Exhale, we will push the palms all the way down. So your head comes into your knee. Hold for at least 5 seconds. Slowly lift up. Again, consciously, be strong. Find the balance, breathe. If mind is calm and 2 channels are balanced, you'll be able to get the stability there. Breathe. And slowly, 0. Okay. Second leg, same thing. Lift up. Place. So everything we need to practice in balance, make sure it's got two feet we're practicing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up. Receive. Exhale down. Slowly come down. Fingertips look up. Inhale. Exhale, push down. Full palms down. And slowly come up. Breathe. Balance. Back is nice and straight, nice and strong. And 0. And we finish. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Another week of Yogi with Lambo. And if you haven't joined the Yogi Lambo Challenge, we need more of you to join. Have some fun with it. Do this, post it on Facebook, post it inside our circle. If you haven't joined the circle yet, then join the circle. The link is somewhere in the description. Create a circle. Post it on Instagram even, and put the tag Yogi Lambo Challenge, and then we'll select one and we'll feature it on the next show. Anyway, guys, I think I'm pretty much done. You guys can check out the other videos. Namaste to all. Have a beautiful, beautiful and blessed day. Sending love and blessings to all of you. Namaste.